Why stress? I'm too blessed to ever come down. Yeah, I might be the rarest cat that's ever been found.
It made me an animal, there's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual. Never let no one know how much dough you hold. Never get high on you. Never saw no crack where you rest at. Hotel season, baby. Another game, another Sunday, another time to get our asses whooped. Pulled up to the cousin's wedding. They have it at this place, it's like a castle. You can see I just walked through the jungle over there. What I just showed you was the game room where all the groomsmen are gonna be hanging out for the next like 8 hours. I'm gonna get lost in here like 30 times. Jesus, this place is legit a castle. It's one of those like wedding venues where a lot of times the wedding venues, you know, if you go to one, there's multiple weddings going on. My cousin doing the drone. Multiple weddings going on in different rooms and shit. This one, get the entire thing to yourself. All this property and stuff. So we have it for the whole day, the whole night. It's gonna be a long day. I left my house at like 9 a.m. According to the itinerary, everything doesn't lock up until, the after party's not done until 2 a.m. And I'm sure we'll be out later than that. So it's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Congrats to Gina and Alicia. Gotta go grab some stuff from the car and I'll check in with y'all when I'm all tucked up. Got us all pipes for our groomsmen gifts. My cousin Paulie wants to be in the vlog this week. He's the best man. We're here with a bunch of dapper gentlemen.
Gang. Who's best man?
Who's best mans is this? We got Mikey Meatballs. We got the whole gang over here looking quite dapper. They're just taking awkward pictures of everybody. Look at it. All whited out.
Yeah, Gene, check your watch.
The mutz guy. How much mutz you taking? Not enough. You just eat cheese straight up like that?
Wow. That turned into the next morning real quick. Dude, I woke up, so my phone's been dead since like 10 p.m. last night. That's a lie, probably like midnight. I got back to my room probably like 3 or 4 a.m. and I split a room with my cousin Paulie. He was here when I got back. Then I woke up this morning, my phone was dead. He was completely gone, none of his shit's in here. The alarm clock over there said 3:30. So I'm like, what just happened? Where am I? What time is it? What's going on? My family and my cousin's friends are all scattered around this resort. I'm shook. I still actually don't know what's happening, but I stole a phone charger from my sister. And now I just gotta pack all my shit up and head home. What a night that was. That was fun. My cousin got us all, you know, when you're the groom or the bride, when you're the groom or the bride, you gotta get presents for the groomsmen and stuff. He got us all pipes. I've never smoked out of a pipe before. I don't smoke weed. I don't do that, but if I did, this would be sick to smoke out of. It's not even me being sarcastic. I don't smoke weed. The place is a mess right now. I gotta figure this out. They gave us a little gift basket. Also, when I woke up, we already had one. Paulie ate everything in it. Someone ended up giving me theirs. This guy Evelyn is huge. I need that shit right now. I think I had 55 shots of tequila last night. And it honestly might be an understatement. My head hurts so bad. This is so annoying. You know what's bullshit? I got that portable phone charger, but the tip of it that goes into the phone, I woke up this morning, tip of it in my phone. I'm like, oh, no wonder my shit wasn't charging last night. I was faded. I cannot stop listening to this song. I listened to it like 35 times in a row on the way home. That's it. It's only a vibe today.
I say this at least once an episode, but don't be like me. Or this shoe rack, because I have this small shoe rack here that fits about 9 shoes. I was on Amazon and this thing was like 22 bucks, I think. I'll link it in the description. I thought it was gonna be able to hold 5 shoes across, which would hold probably like almost all my shoes. Turns out that is not gonna be the case. I just have so many shoes. I have shoes that I need to throw out, like 17 boxes. Room I could throw them under there, or up here, I guess. Since I moved the TV over here, I have like cables and stuff running across my room, and it's just been kind of messy, so I'm trying to clear it out a little bit, and I wanted to get this shoe rack, put it up here. I was hoping it would hold all my shoes, and then put these two, like the dresser and my laundry basket over there, be able to clean out some of the bottom space in the closet. Now I don't really know what to do. All right, so we're gonna talk about goals. Goals, relationship goals, hashtag FitFam goals. This coffee mug is goals. Shit's the size of my head. What do I mean by goals? It's officially been 6 months since I left my full-time job to go out on my own, do my own marketing thing, freelance, do my own social media kind of stuff. And that was as of September 21st. I left my job on April 21st. And 3 months ago, I made a video that you can go check out. I'll link it here. I talked about the goals that I had set down for months 0 through 3 after leaving my job, because I wrote down a set of goals. And then in that same video, I wrote this list, which were my goals for June 21st to September 21st. This is the exact same list I wrote in that video. You can go cross-reference it, double check it if you want. Nothing was added, nothing was taken away, it wasn't rewritten or anything like that. So these are the same exact goals. What I want to do is kind of go over the different goals that I set for myself, whether it was through marketing, whether it was through the social media, YouTube, personal goals, things like that, because I think it's really important for people to set goals. It sounds super cliche, but if you utilize a goals list correctly, it kind of forms its own motivation within you, like internally. I wrote this list and it's basically been hanging on my wall next to like my desk for the last 3 months, and every time I look at it, you know, it reminds me like what the bigger picture is. So I want to run through the goals, which ones I hit, which ones I didn't hit, where I could have done better, like, you know, what I would have done differently, and then I want to write down new goals for the next 3 months. So from September 21st to October, November, December 21st, I'll have new goals. Some of them are for marketing, some of them are for the YouTube, some of them are for other social media, some of them are personal. It's just something I like to do and kind of keep track of, because it kind of gives me the higher motivation and lets me know the direction that I want to be at. And you take these small incremental steps along the way, right? I'm in the middle of writing this blog post right now, like the things I've learned within the first 6 months of doing this. But it's not so much focused on my goals as it is, you know, what I've actually learned throughout the process. And I started writing down my accomplishments, and there's a lot of things I'm proud of that I've done so far. And they might come off as like small. Some of the numbers are small, the revenue is kind of small, but it's definitely a really nice foundation. And I think like if you just keep hitting goals, right? If you set these small goals each time you hit one, 3 months here, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, by the time a year is done, you're gonna look back and be like, wow, I came really, really, really far. And it's all about consistency. So the first section I wanna dive into is the marketing. And the first thing I wrote was keep current paying client. And that was my client out in California, Fantasy Jocks Company. When I went out there, we met with them. It was a lot of fun. I got to see the office and everything. Everything went really well. Got to meet everyone there. Shortly after, like a week after, we re-signed on for a new contract, which is great. So I kept the paying client I had, and then my next goal was to sign at least one more paying client, and that was either in the fitness or the e-commerce niche. And as of 2 weeks ago, I did that. I signed a company called ShipFox, which I'm working with now. They signed a 6-month contract with me, so I have another full-time paying client. It's among the other 3 or 4 clients that I've ran tests for and, you know, may sign on in the future or whatnot, but these are my 2 full-time paying clients that I'm working with right now. Like I said, it's not a lot, and there's a long way to go, but it's small steps. Like this turns into 2, next one will be 3, next one will be 4. Before you know it, like I'll have a roster that I'm very proud of. Those are the only 2 I had in the marketing field. I will say I didn't get into any specifics when it came to like running the campaigns or the success or objectives of the campaign. But the campaign I ran for Fantasy Jocks, the lifetime of the campaign was from, you know, we started in, I think it was May 1st, and we've been running up until now. We're still running right now. Our return on ad spend has been awesome. It's double digits. So whatever they're spending, I'm 10xing it, 12xing it. So it's been very, very, very successful as a campaign so far. I don't want to get into any other kind of numbers like that. It's not just me, you know, reeling them in, but I'm also doing the job well too, which is something it's not that easy, because you go out on your own, right? And when you're working in a company, you have all these bosses that you can lean on. If something goes wrong, you can ask them, or it's more so their responsibility to make sure everything's running smoothly. when you're in my position, right, it's all on me. I can say what I want, make it sound good, and make it sound like I know everything and what's going on, but you don't know shit until you put it into practice and you come out with some results, you know? So that's what I did. Now, the next set of goals had to do more with the personal branding kind of stuff, which was YouTube and anything that had to do with like the side hustle piece of things. I'll just read down the list. Hit at least 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, far surpassed. I'm at like 4,500 right now as of like whenever last week was when I made this. So the summer got way more engagement than I had ever planned for it to get. Number 2 is sell out of the hats and restock. I sold out of all the original ones except for maybe like one pink one and I think one blue one. So basically I sold out of the hats. When the manufacturer sent me the hats originally, there was like 1 or 2 of them that had this, not a brown mark, but the back of the hats, let me get it for you. It's the brown strap, so when they stacked the hats all together, there was like 12 of them in a row. A couple of them had like a little bit of the brown kind of came off onto the lighter colors, the blue and pink. So I told them that and they sent me 12 brand new ones, blue and pink ones. So I sold out of the original ones, but I have still like 10 or 12 of these colors in there. So I would definitely take that as a successful goal. Next one is offer at least one more product. I started using drop shipping, which is someone else makes the products and ships them out. So I have, if you go on the website now, there's sweatshirts like this, there's t-shirts, crew necks, a bunch of other shit. So yeah, that one was pretty easy. I did that within a couple weeks. Number 4 was finish the draft guide and have it up for sale. I'm talking about the fantasy football draft guide that I had. It was like an e-magazine PDF download. I finished that in mid-August and I put it up for sale and I sold over 160 copies of it, which is crazy. I worked hard on it. It was like 50 pages long. It's still up on my site, I think, if you want to go check it out. But yeah, we hit that one. Don't miss a single Saturday vlog upload. I have not, and I believe this is number 28. Well, 28 straight weeks in a row. Haven't missed a single upload on Saturday. Not while I was in California, not my birthday weekend, nothing. Haven't missed a vlog, staying consistent with that. Now, my personal goals, the only ones I had on there were to travel. I wanted to go to Chicago and I wanted to go to California. I didn't go to Chicago, I went to California. I'm not gonna say like I didn't reach my goals because those are more like, I don't know if I consider that really a goal. That's more of like a fulfilling kind of thing, right? Like, I'm upset I didn't go to Chicago or I didn't go to another place to travel. I was so busy at the time, which sounds bad because the whole reason I went into this kind of work was so that I have the time and I have the freedom to like travel, you know, and enjoy it and do that. But I also like, I know that the beginning stages, these first like 6 months, the first year, 2 years is gonna be a lot of just like put your head down and grind. And you know, you're gonna have to sacrifice financially and you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of time. So I don't really expect to have much freedom in terms of like traveling. Like, I can travel wherever I want, but I also need to be able to have somewhere to sit down and work like 8 to 10 hours a day. So it's tough to travel, but I did get out to California for a week, which was really, really fun. The last personal goal was of like a fitness goal. It's basically just maintain weight and body fat. I've weighed in between like 160 and 165 pounds for the last, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years. I haven't weighed myself in probably like a month. I think we're good here. We'll do it anyways. All right, 165.8. I wanted to stay in between 160, 165. I have like sweatshirt and t-shirt and shorts on, and I've already drank like a bottle of water and a bunch of coffee today, so tomorrow I'm sure I'll be at like 163. So I'm fine with that. Maintain the weight, all that kind of shit. So those are my goals, right? And they're not very lofty, they're not like crazy or anything, but like I said, it's all incremental steps. So I wanted to write a new list of goals for myself while you guys are here, so I am completely accountable. Let me put on my reading glasses for this. This, my friends, is what you call thirsty. Can you see that number? That's a 9. All right, so we got goals September 21st to December 21st. So these are in 3 month increments. Now, a lot of people would probably write down like a 3-year or year, 3-year, 5-year goals. What I have in store changes on like a weekly basis. Literally, things that I want to do and things that I want to accomplish change so quickly that I feel like it's a waste of time for me writing down like a 5-year plan. In 5 years, I could be living in a different continent. So we'll start with my marketing goals. BDGE Media. I gotta be honest with you, right now, the most important focus I have during football season, at least, is making sure making sure my content schedule stays up to date throughout the season, because that's where I'm gonna see the biggest portion of growth for all my social and all my my YouTube, right? I'm gaining probably 250 new subscribers a week during the season. So right now I'm putting out a blog post every Tuesday, sometimes a video on Tuesday, a video on Thursday, doing a podcast Thursday night. I live stream on Sunday. So I have a lot of content throughout the week. Doesn't exactly give me a ton of time to focus on the marketing right now. And I'm okay with that because I'm not like financially strapped or to the point where I need to like grind for new clients and grind for new financials. So I'm okay with the clients I have right now, to be honest with you. I wouldn't necessarily say that a goal of mine would be to sign a new client because I don't need that. I would say marketing wise, just keep up good work and good communication with the current clients I have. I'm also running with that freelance company that I'm doing different tasks for throughout the week, which actually I'll make a goal for that one because I do want to do more work on that because I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able to put a lot of time into that. So I'm gonna say do at least 10 hours of work per week with that freelance company. So that's gonna help me too because those are like one-off tasks that I'm doing for specific clients and they're not things I do every day. So that helps me learn in that sense. That's really all the goals I kind of have for marketing portion is keep up the good work with the clients that I have, make sure that they're happy, keep up good communication with them. It's way better to have a few really, really good clients than a ton of so-so clients, in my opinion. And that's what I have right now. I'm really happy with the clients that I'm working with right now. So I'm happy where I'm at. Next would be like the social media and personal branding kind of thing. My last one, I said I wanted to hit 3,000 subs. I'm at like 40. Let me see how many subscribers I have on YouTube as of right now. 4,537 subscribers. So in 3 months, I'm gonna shoot for 7,500. I think we can hit 7,500 subscribers by December. I also want to try to collab with someone big. I'm doing my weekly video today with a kid who works for a pretty big fantasy football company called RotoCurve. His name's Adam Pfeiffer. We kind of just linked up through Twitter and I asked him if he wanted to come on the show, and that's actually in like 45 minutes. So he's got like 10,000 followers on Twitter. And then I have a podcast tonight with another YouTube channel who also has another 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm just trying to like broaden the audience and kind of get myself out there in different niches and find myself with different people. So I think that's another way that you grow, right? So 7,500 subscribers on YouTube. The other goals I had were more about products. I don't really have any of the goals. I have the products up and I like all the products that I have on my site. I don't really like pushing them to people. You know, if people want to support, if they want to buy, they could do that. That's not like going to be my main source of revenue. I'm not a clothing company by any means. So I don't think I have any goals in terms of the clothing and the apparel. I'd like to hit 1,500 followers on Twitter. That's what I want to do. I'm at like 900 right now. What else with the social portion of things? I mean, of course, I want to keep the vlogs up every Saturday. I don't want to miss a single vlog. I think it's going to be crazy when I'll look back. Imagine, I'm in week 28 right now. Imagine where I'll be when it's like week 228. That's like crazy for me to think about. So if I just keep making that a goal every 3 months, if I keep getting these out, right, 26 at a time, 26, or that's not even how many weeks are in a 2-month thing. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Eventually they'll add up and I'll be at like 174. I wonder what I'll be doing in video 174. I need to make sure I have the YouTube video out every Thursday throughout the week as well. I can't miss a single week of that. I want to go all 17 weeks as well as playoffs. That's all I can think of for the social side. I'll let you guys know if I think of anything else on that front. And then personal. I have a lot more personal goals, I think. For one, money-wise, I need to save more. I would say that I want to move out within the next 3 months, but I think that's a more realistic 6-month goal than 3 months. Because the next 3 months, I really need to kind of just buckle down and focus on what I've been doing and just keep that consistent before I can focus on making more money marketing-wise and look at other big like lifetime changes. So figure out exactly a budget. Like I need to, I guess, forecast, right? Figure out what I would need monthly. Just sit down. This will probably only take me like an hour or so. Figure out monthly what I need to, you know, rent an apartment that I'll be comfortable in, and then food, expenses, luxuries, going out on weekends, just to be able to afford my lifestyle. Finances for moving out. I need to stop spending money on food. That's what I need to do. I need to stop spending money on booze too. I need to read more. I think in the last 3 months, I may have read 1 book. So my goal, I want to read at least 1 book every 3 weeks. That's the things I miss about commuting. The only thing I miss about commuting is the fact that I don't have that like hour there and hour home to read or listen to podcasts. Because now working from home, I'm not just gonna like, I mean, I could read, I'm just being an idiot. But I'm not gonna like wake up and just like walk around my house and listen to a podcast. I wanna read 1 book every 3 weeks, so I'm gonna hit the library either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow because I have a busy ass day today, and pick up like 3 or 4 books that I could read over the next month or 2. I love reading, but I always put it aside, and I realize like at night, I'm always watching like some stupid ass show on Netflix, and I'm like, I should just be reading right now. When your head is in the screen all day, my head is in the computer for probably 14 hours a day. So like when I go to sleep, you know, and then I have my phone in my face, like I need something to kind of shut off and have something natural to look at rather than these damn TV screens, camera screens, computer screens, phone screens, all this shit. So reading is definitely a priority I need to make. Physique wise, I mean, I'm fine where I am right now, but I need to get back into the gym more often. I'd say over the last, since the beginning of August to September, I've probably been going on average 2 to 3 times a week to the gym, which is not okay by me. I need to make it to the gym 4 times a week on average, if not more, from now until December, because, I mean, it has nothing to do, I mean, of course it has something to do with like looks and staying lean and stuff, but it's more of a mental thing. Like when I'm sharp, like yesterday, I got up, went right to the gym, and then I was able to have good energy and just focus when I was sitting at Starbucks for the next like 8 hours. But if you just wake up and you're just kind of like slugging around, it's hard to get focused and hard to get like mentally ready for a lot of things. That's just, in my opinion, it just sharpens my mind a lot. So I need to get back in the gym more often, and it gets you, you know, you have way more confidence and you're just feeling better about yourself. So 4 times a week on average from now until then. And I have a plan that I want to, now when I was out in Cali, I tried to push my my flight back, right? I loved it out there. It's incredible. It's just like the perfect place for me, I guess. You know, you walk outside and like you cannot be angry. Everything there is so perfect. It's just so hard to get upset. And I'm like, I need to move out here. And I had the same feeling when I came back from San Diego last year. I remember I walked in, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, listen, I'm looking up jobs in San Diego and I'm out of here. But my friend who lives out there that I stayed with is like, bro, just come live with me for like 3 months. I don't care. You could sleep on our couch. And now I have other friends out there that I met, like his friends that I'm friends with now, that I could probably stay other places, or I can even rent like an Airbnb for a month or 2. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there in the next 3 months, but I would like to. It's gonna be depressing as shit staying here in Jersey for the winter months, because, you know, like I said, I'm working at home, I'm working alone, and I'm used to being out and being social, going to college, going to grad school, having multiple full-time jobs. Like I need to be out, I'm 25, I need to be socializing. When I'm working here all day, it's depressing as shit, right? Your friends are in school or your friends are working, so you can't really hang out with them. And that's okay during the summer, because you can go outside and kind of like do whatever you want. But during the winter, I'm gonna be shacked up here. It's gonna get dark by 5 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't wanna be in New Jersey for the winter. So I'm thinking about moving out to San Diego for, I don't know, like maybe 3 to 4 months, just for the winter months, and kind of, you know, trying something new. So that's in my back burner. But the thing is, I got summoned to fucking grand jury duty starting at the end of October. So that means I have to go in once a week, 1 day a week for 9 weeks. And you have to do that. I mean, unless I go in on the first day and they dismiss me and they're like, you don't have to come anymore, that would be fantastic. But if that's not the case, I can't miss that, because they like put a warrant out for you if you skip jury duty, unfortunately. So it was really bad timing there, but I guess that would kind of go into the traveling side of things for me personally, but just want to throw that out there because that's something I've been thinking about. I've talked to some of my friends about it too. So those are my goals. Like I said, it's these small little goals, and you don't have to be doing what I'm doing to make goals. If you work a full-time job, you could set goals within the job. You just have to really go after them. You could say you're setting goals, you could say you're going after something, but if you don't do it, like what's the point? What's the point of saying that you want something but you're not gonna go after it? Like this is when people dream or they say they want something, they're always looking at like the last step. They're always looking at where they want to be in the end. But if you take these little steps along the way, if you hit here, 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 you'll be there before you know it. You'll never be able to take the one leap that gets you from here to there, but there are real tangible steps you could take to get there. You just have to plan it out. Take time, sit down, figure out what it is that you want, and plan from there. It's really, anyone can really achieve anything. I truly believe that. You just have to have proper planning and you know, motivation. And I think this is a great way to do it. Set your goals, put them somewhere that you're gonna see each and every day. So when you're doing shit that you don't like, or you're doing shit that you're like, I don't want to be doing it, you look at that sheet and you're like, okay, this is why I'm doing it, because I set these goals and I know it's a step to getting to where I want to be at the end. So that's that. We'll revisit this in another 3 months as always. That'll be the video. Thank you for joining me. If you stuck around this long, scroll down and give the video a thumbs up, please, if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I don't really care. Please give it a thumbs up either way. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see y'all next Saturday. Adios.
Check it out. You're listening to Royal Audio 2.